Hey, it is Lil Pink, and it has been a very long time since I have uploaded a Nicklin It Up video, and I gotta check on my phone real quick because I don't even know when the last time was. But yeah, so I made about 6 episodes of this show, so this is episode 7. So welcome to episode 7, and the last episode was 7 months ago, and let's check the date on that exactly. Goddamn, phone's so sorry. Um, August 24th, 2019. So in August was the last time I made one of these podcasts. And I think I'm back, but don't quote me on that. So I think I don't know. He's like, I think I have a stronghold. I got nothing else to do because the lockdown coronavirus. So I finally decided to, do an episode of Nickel and Up. And also I just wanted to also explain like where I've been and kind of like why I've been so like fucking not doing anything. I've been doing other stuff. If you pay attention to other stuff I do, like YouTube, music, anything else, I've been doing other stuff. I haven't been doing the podcast because for a while I was doing it with my dad, and then the topics kind of ran dry for a while, and now I think I got a little bit of stuff to talk about, not much, but I mostly just want to address where I've been, and I have finally some ideas for some guests. I know I've been saying we're gonna have guests on here forever, but I think I finally have a few ideas because before it's like I was going to and I got lazy, and now it's like I got nothing else to do, and then the guests I want to have on also have nothing else to do. So either try to meet up with some of them or just FaceTime them and just do it that way. I prefer actually having somebody with me here, but I don't think anybody's gonna come do like a fucking low budget podcast with me. And if you're watching on YouTube, you'll notice the video quality is a little better. It's still the same computer, still same computer. I just have a ring light and not my dad's house, so lighting's a little bit better at my house. But so yeah. All right. So first topic, where have I been? And like, what's the main reason why I've been gone? It's my girlfriend. That's the main reason why I haven't been doing shit. So so I've been in a relationship for 6 months. So I went about a month without uploading an episode, and I was still planning on it. Started in the back of my head, and I started making nickel and up merch. Like I made a poster and I made some pillows, and I started getting some stuff together. And then I got a girlfriend, and then I got really distracted. I started slowing down making music, and YouTube schedule became very scarce. Just because you know I don't want to I want to focus like a lot of my time on this stuff, but lately in just in general in relationship, I've been trying to really make sure it works and that we're stable, and we'll be stable for a while, and then it just gets rocky, and but right now we're at a really good point in our relationship, and things are good. She's still crazy, I'm still crazy, but we don't argue as much, and things are a little bit more calmed down. So I finally have a little bit of breathing room, and I can finally relax and get back on my grind and start doing stuff, you know, how I was doing stuff before. So I think I'm gonna make this podcast kind of a priority, and I think I'm gonna have her on here eventually. I wanted to have her on here much earlier, but just never really got around to it because when she comes over, pretty much just fucking cuddle and whatnot, and then day's over. So never really get around to it. But so yeah, that's the main reason why I've been busy and just whatnot. And another reason is because I was working on an album, and so far in 2020, I haven't been making any music so far. I haven't been doing like jack shit. I haven't done anything music wise. I've been uploading a little bit of YouTube content, but I haven't made any music. I've been still putting stuff out, but it's all stuff I made last year and pre-recorded. But my album 2020 Degenerate, fucking god damn it. Fucking available on CD. There we go. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm trying to struggle to make it look. I don't know if you're not listening on YouTube, I'm trying to make it the CD fucking look presentable. But yeah. So I'm gonna what the fuck am I talking about here? Anyway, so that's one of the things I've been working on. It was 13 songs. It's been a pretty big project I was working on for a while. It took me a couple months. So I was working on that, girlfriend and stuff, and I just never really got around to doing this because it just wasn't at the top of my priorities. And I'm only 16 years old, so I still go to school and I still do stuff. So school gets in the way. Like it's not like I do anything, but still I got to go there for a couple hours. So I don't a couple hours less I have to do this. So just with school and just the occasional people I hang out with and girlfriend and just stuff like life. I don't know, just stuff gets in the way. But I'm gonna start cracking down, and I want to make like this stuff my main priority. So things I'm gonna focus on is I'm gonna focus on the podcast. I'm gonna focus on YouTube. I'm gonna focus on music, and I'm gonna focus on doing TikToks. Cause yes, I do TikToks now. So I'm gonna start just focusing pretty much on everything, and I got a lot of stuff in the works. Still working on a horror movie. I don't know if I ever mentioned that on this podcast. I don't think I did, but I'm still working on that. It's been a while. I've been trying to get it. I got the costume. I got a few people together. I got a camera for it. I got it. I got like most of the stuff I need. The only thing is I need to find time and like when I can get people together. That's like the main thing because I got to work around other people's schedules. And it's kind of hard being a teenager because well, most people are starting to get the cars right now, but still, like I'm still at a time where not everybody has a car, not everybody has their license, so they can't just drive themselves. They rely on their parents. So whatever the parents doing is dictates like if they can come over and whatnot, and because I can't fucking go out and just get everybody. So it's a struggle to try to get shit done, and I'm still working on a lot of shit. And YouTube has kind of been my main focus right now because it's a lot easier. Like YouTube is a lot easier, and it's just quick, simple, and I enjoy doing YouTube. But I'm gonna start doing this because most of my YouTube videos, I don't really edit them. I kind of just sit there and talk, and like I'll do something, but I just kind of like just sit there and talk mostly. So I think I need to start doing actual YouTube content, like start doing more vlogs and stuff. Like I have a few, but I'm gonna start doing more vlogs, more content, more stuff like that. And then I can do the more like sitting down and talking and like life updates and stuff like that here. So and another thing I'm working on, I just thought of it and remembered I am also writing a book. When is this going to be available? God knows when. But yes, it is coming. Lil Pink is officially making a book. It is happening. Um I think I'm going to do an audiobook of it. I'm going to do an audiobook. I'm gonna do an audiobook. I'm gonna do like some. I'm gonna submit it to some digital places so you can read it digitally, and I'm also gonna print it out as actual a hard copy. I'm probably gonna do paperback, but just actual physical copy is like more what I mean. But so yeah, I'm working on like a lot of stuff, but most of the time like I gotta prioritize. Like I gotta start making time for everything. I gotta start getting like a schedule together, because what I'm thinking is if I could do well, don't fucking rush me here. But if I could put out like if I could put out like at least one or two albums a year, like I think that'd be good. One or two albums a year, and if I could put out at least one YouTube video a week, and if I could at least put out one podcast a week, I feel like that would be a very good schedule. So just do one YouTube video a week, one podcast a week, and then one or two albums a year. I think that's good because last year I released two albums and I released an EP, and this year so far I've only released one album and I released three singles. So that's pretty good for me because last year I went ham. I uploaded a lot of stuff. I uploaded albums, EPs, a lot of singles, and I'm trying to take it slower this year. I'm just trying to ease up a little bit because before I would just make stuff and I would just slap it up on the internet and I'm like, oh, there we go. But now I'm actually gonna sit down and like actually prioritize my music and start like actually putting the care that it deserves because normally I'm just so fucking lazy with it. And like 2020 Degenerate was like one of my best albums, and it shows because the numbers are high, people liked it, and it was because I actually sat down and put the time into it that it needed. Because normally I'm pretty fucking lazy with shit. So I was actually really proud of myself. I sat down and I put the fucking time in, and I made a fucking amazing album. And well, depending on what your definition of amazing is, but as far as I'm concerned, for what my music is and what I normally do, it is pretty damn good, and it's pretty fucking good. Like most of my albums, it'd be like two or three songs are okay, but then the rest are kind of like duds. But this album, there's like maybe like one dud. I think there's like one dud, and then the rest are like banger, 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 and it's just fucking like fire. And anyone I've showed it to, like my friends like it, my girlfriend likes it, even like some family members said it wasn't all the way shit. So pretty good. Got my hands are like really dry right now because I just got a shower, and I don't know if anyone else has a problem, but when your hands are dry and you touch like anything, it just, oh god, it hurts. It doesn't hurt, but it's just like uncomfortable. It's just like makes you cringe. But what else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, coronavirus. Let's just talk about the coronavirus. I know everybody else is talking about it. I'm kind of late to the party here, but yeah, this shit's kind of it's just kind of crazy at first. I thought it was like it's kind of stupid at first, but now people are going ham with this shit. This is fucking ridiculous, and I hope that it eases up. I'm still going out and I'm still doing stuff. I don't really care about quarantine rules, but it's still fucking stupid. It's it's like honestly ridiculous, and it's kind of like it's also kind of wholesome in a way, because I've noticed like just around my neighborhood and like my little small town that I live in, people are like just out. People are fucking out. Like people are out walking around. They're in parks. They're actually doing stuff. They're actually like like fucking at tennis courts and like basketball courts, and people are actually like doing stuff. And I've never seen that ever. Even during summer. I'll go out during summer and maybe there'll be like one asshole on the basketball court and then like that's it. But there's like so many fucking people out. There's like just people every fucking where. Like I was out like trying to fuck because being a kid, I just can't bring somebody. I can bring somebody in my room at my dad's house and fuck because he's cool. But here I can't because they're fucking lame. Fuck you. But I had to like find somewhere to fuck, and even finding somewhere to fuck was very hard because normally I could just fuck anywhere that's a little bit like remotely has trees and isn't nobody can see. I can fuck anywhere, but I had to like find somewhere because there's so many people everywhere, and I was like, god damn, and it was a struggle to find somewhere, and I had to go slow, and go at a slow pace because I had to keep looking up and just making sure people weren't looking at me through the fence or something. I was just trying to keep behind the trees as much as possible, but there's still like a small gap, you can still see me or something. But still trying to just keep it inconspicuous. But yeah, but this coronavirus shit's just getting out of hand. It's fucking crazy. But when I was on the way to go see my girlfriend, and I'm probably gonna make a YouTube video separate for people who don't pay attention to my podcast, and I'm probably gonna make the YouTube video literally right after this. But I had like a really bad trip because I took a weed edible, and oh my god, did I get straight fucked up? Because I'm not a very big weed consumer. I used to smoke a little bit, like just a little bit, and then I kind of stopped, and then I just do it like here and there, and then I kind of just didn't really do it for a while, and like I wasn't like a big weed consumer. I wasn't like fucking all day every day, like let's go, like like not like that, just whenever, like if somebody passes me, I'm like all right, whatever. But so I'm not used to it. I don't have a very high tolerance, and I had like a big ass edible, not like a little like tiny like little gummy bear, and it was like a big ass brownie, and I just ate the entire thing, ate the entire thing all at once, which somebody told me I shouldn't do. But I just ate the entire thing all at fucking once, and I got so fucked up out of my mind. I was on call with my girlfriend, just fucking like feeling like I was falling and laughing my ass off. And I started eating a whole bunch of gummy bears because I was hungry, and then I started feeling really sick, and then it started getting like almost like violent. I felt like my body was like attacking me, and I like started throwing up in the trash can, and then like I was in my bed and I couldn't even make it to the trash can after that. So then I started throwing up again when I was in my bed, and I just started throwing up like all over the floor, and it was just like a nasty like puke and gummy bear like mix, and it was disgusting. And then I like passed out, and then I woke up at like 7 in the morning and had to clean it up, and it was fucking disgusting. And then next, later that day, I went to go see my girlfriend, and I had to go walk to see her. And I don't live that far away, but like it's about like a 20-25 minute walk, and it's all uphill, and there's very busy roads by my house. So, and you're high as fuck, and you feel sick as fuck, and you feel like you're about to pass out, and trying to fucking get up that way and go that way. And I try to bike, and my bike, like, my tires are flat as fuck. So, like, trying to go uphill or just trying to, I'm not even go uphill. I tried to walk up the hill with my bike, and then trying to just be on flat ground and even fucking ride my bike. It just wasn't happening, and it was very frustrating. But I ended up making it there. Felt really sick, and then after a little bit of being with her, I got sobered up, and I still kind of felt sick, and then still kind of felt like a little bit woozy, and then I went to sleep, and then the next morning I felt fine. But like, oh my god, that was a bad trip. Like this shit was just fucking awful. Just throwing up, fucking feeling like shit, and I can't even fucking function. And then this shit sucks. God damn, we're only 16 minutes into this podcast. Like, this, I remember why I don't do these podcasts. It's because I never have anything to talk about. Like, I think the things that I'm going to talk about are going to take up more time than they do, and they never do. And I just end up like over here, being like, I don't fucking know, like, where do we go from here? But fuck me, I don't know. Also, I guess I could talk about like some YouTube videos, ideas I had. I was gonna, I was gonna do a video our video series more or less. I was gonna do like a series called Cooking with Pink, and I was just gonna be like me, cooking. So I was cooking with Pink, and I just thought it'd be funny like to goof around. I'm not gonna be cooking seriously. I'm not gonna like do step by step instructions or whatever. It's not gonna be that. It's not Cooking Channel, bitch. It's not fucking Food Network. It's fucking Little Pink Productions. So I want to start doing that, and I feel like that should be funny as fuck. So I might do that eventually. And I got some ideas for some music videos and shit. Um, yeah, I got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of ideas. Are they good ideas? No, but I got a lot of ideas. And I got another one. I was gonna, I want to go out in public with my girlfriend. Yeah, obviously at home it'd be us getting ready. So I'm gonna do like a switching genders for a day. So like she dresses up like a guy and tries to look masculine, and I try to dress up like a girl and look feminine as much as possible. And then we go out in public and see how many stares and should we get. Yeah, it's a little bit gay, but I think it'd be funny, and I don't think anybody else has done that as far as I know. So as far as I'm concerned, it's an original idea. But yeah, I want to start doing something like that. And I want to talk about. I want to flex on you motherfuckers for a second. I want to talk about some of my accomplishments. So with the 2020 Degenerate album, when I released it on YouTube, every single song has about 1,000 or more plays, and on Spotify, most of the songs have above 10,000 plays, ranging from like I think the least played song has like 1,000 plays, and then like the most played one has like 16,000. So like they're kind of like all in between there. But altogether, I think that album has like 153,000 plays. So, and to some motherfuckers, like, oh, that's not that much. Like, well, it is for me. I'm a fucking 16-year-old. I'm struggling, and I don't have all the money in the world, and I'm trying my hardest to, make shit work. So, it's pretty big accomplishment as far as I'm concerned. And I finally got my merch website is fully functional, like fucking works. Because before I had the website and I just couldn't get to work. There's so many bugs, but now it finally works. You put your credit card information in, it goes through, transaction goes through. I get the money, and just everything's good. Because before people put the credit card information in, and then it didn't charge their card, but it just and then information never went through, and I was like, what the fuck? But I eventually got it to work, so now it works. I linked it up to my PayPal, so it works smoother that way. So I just get money to my PayPal. But yeah. So merch website finally works. People are actually buying the shit, which is surprising. So I ain't doing too bad. And I finally hit 1,000 subscribers on my main YouTube channel, Little Pink Productions, and yeah, I don't know. I just a lot of little accomplishments. But as far as I'm concerned, they're pretty big accomplishments and it's a big deal. And also, I'm sorry if there's any like background noises. I'm trying to be as quiet as possible, not move around. But at least I hear it more like in my head, the headphones I'm wearing. I hear like every little thing. So I hope you guys aren't too distracted by little noises. Or hopefully there isn't too many little noises for you guys. But God, what the fuck do we talk about? I feel like I should like eventually once like this shit gets big enough, I'll start doing like live streams on YouTube, like live episodes, and then I can actually like answer questions and like actually have you guys like give me conversations and whatnot. And I want you guys to like give me like suggestions for guests to have on, and don't tell me nothing fucking ridiculous. Don't be like, oh, go get Billie Eilish or go get fucking somebody fucking big. Like I can't do that. Like work with me here. But like if there's like an artist that like you like that's kind of smaller or even like an indie artist or something, like even have them contact me. Like fuck it, they can be on the podcast. I don't give a fuck. Like interview them, give them a spotlight. Like I don't really have the biggest platform, but hopefully this channel can grow. I never really gave this channel a chance. I like was fucking uploading videos on it for like a month, and then I just gave up because I had a free time in summer, so I was just like, fuck it, I need something to do. So, but I'm gonna start really cracking down on this channel. I'm gonna start posting more. I'd say about like 30 motherfuckers or less are going to see this episode, so it's kind of a waste of time anyway. But eventually, hopefully, it can start getting a bigger audience as things go along, and we can start having cool guests, and we can start actually doing shit and start getting shit back on track. Cause I'm very disappointed in myself for how I've been being, because I've just been so like lazy with some stuff. Like I've been doing like other stuff kind of, but I've been so lazy, and I needs to stop. I need to start putting out more content. My biggest goal is I'm trying to get like a fan base and something going. I have a fan base, but a very minimal fan base. Like I'd say my fan base consists like if I really had to like round it up, maybe like a couple hundred loyal motherfuckers, which is better than nothing. But nobody really knows about this podcast. Nobody really listens to it because I tried to separate the podcast from my actual stuff. Because like I try to keep like my stuff like a little bit more fun, playful, fruity, and just more like fun kinda. And I try to keep like I want the podcast to be like kinda like that, but like I don't know. I want this stuff to be like more serious. I want like the podcast to be a little bit more like serious, a little bit more adult. Like everything I do is adult, even though I'm not an adult. But I just wanna I just want the podcast, to be more like a little bit intelligent. Because my videos are kind of like really like degenerate, like just full on degenerate and are stupid. So I kind of want to start like really making some quality shit. And this video, I'm not by no means is it really quality, but I'm just trying like my best to get something going here. And I know this is probably boring as fuck, and nobody's probably still watching this. But if there's one motherfucker that's still watching, I fuck with you. So kudos to you, motherfucker. Anyway. But the first episode of this podcast did pretty well. People liked that, and then after a bit it started to run dry. But hopefully we can get back on the horse and start getting shit back on track and whatnot, and shit like that. And I kind of want this podcast to be like really diverse. I want to have guests on here. I want to talk about music. And even like, I like to talk about movies. I like to talk about like sexual things, sexual experiences, just anything. Like, I'm talking about like anything. Like, there's not too much that I won't talk about, and there's not too much I won't say. I'm not really too shy to say nothing. And I'll kind of just go for anything. So, I don't hold back. I don't really have a filter too much. Like I'll pretty much say anything. So if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, even like if there's just things you want me to talk about, like I'll talk about anything, like anything. All right. So let me know, motherfuckers. Oh fuck my pussy. Anyway, so I'm gonna start doing more stuff for this podcast. Hopefully, I can get some merch made for this podcast, and maybe get some people to buy it. Probably won't, but we'll see. But I'm definitely I might have my. I'm gonna try to get my dad to be on another episode and see if he wants to do any more episodes. And I'm gonna try to have my girlfriend on here, and I'm gonna try to have some of my friends on here, and I'm just gonna just try to have more people, try to have more of an interaction, because it's just like normally most podcasts, like I can't really think of any podcast that's like a one man show. There's like I don't really I can't even think of one actually. So most podcasts always have people, so hopefully I can start getting more people, because I don't want to just do a lonely podcast and just I'm all alone and just shit. Because something like the podcast I draw the most inspiration from is I love the H3 podcast. I love Impulsive, Logan Paul does. And I don't really like it so much anymore. I used to like No Jumper a lot. Now it's starting to get kind of boring and stale. And Adam 22 is just kind of a cunt. Just low key. I mean, I still fuck him. I guess he's alright. But like, he just like his titles are like so clickbait to the point where he's just like almost just like you like see someone who's like his friend and he just like looks like he's dissing them, and sometimes he just like will like kind of almost talk shit about people and like kind of switch up his what he thinks about people if like he's talking to somebody else, and he's kind of inconsistent, and I'm like, wow, you're kind of a piece of shit. But whatever, you guys can have your own opinions, but I don't all the way fuck with him. But so I have like a lot of inspirations for podcasts, and all those podcasts usually have multiple people, and I don't want this to be a one man show, so I want to try to have more people on. I want to try to get this going. I definitely want to have some guests. Like, I have one idea for guests. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to. I want it to be a surprise, motherfuckers. But it's a very hot topic right now, and take this with a grain of salt. That if I even fucking do it or pull it off, but this individual, has been kind of caught up in a lot of controversy recently, and I've kind of been a fan of him for like a long time, and I kind of want to get him on here and help him clear his story up a little bit, or we'll see if he is a scumbag or if he's a good guy and the media is painting him out to be worse than he is. But I want to use my platform. I want to bring him on here and have him address it, because he's not addressing anything. He just keeps going on with his business. He's not addressing anything. He probably doesn't want to. He probably just wants to ignore it. But the stuff the allegations against him and everything needs to be fucking brought to light. We just need to fucking talk about it more. I want him on here. I want to hear his side of the story. I'm gonna take what he says very loosely. I like his music. I like the things he does. But I want to have him on here, and I want to actually have a conversation. I want to get to know this guy as a person. I want to get to know him. But like, again, take this with a grain of salt that it might happen. But I feel like if we can do a deep character study on this guy and we can talk to him and just finally, maybe I can be the person who settles the stories and just get his side of the story, see what he's got to say, and just something that's got to be done. So I hope I can have him on here, and I hope that I can bring you guys a very spicy and very entertaining podcast. And I have another idea for guest. I don't know if he would ever do it. Like, I can get a hold of him, but I don't know. It's like he probably will say no, but depending if he's busy or not. But I love. I was about to say no, I would love to have Tom McDonald on my podcast. If I could have fucking Tom McDonald on my podcast. If you guys don't know who Tom McDonald is, you guys gotta go watch Tom McDonald right now. Go watch all of his music videos. Go watch his new music video. It's about the coronavirus. He made a song called Coronavirus. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking phenomenal. So I want Tom on here. I just want to interview Tom. I love Tom. I love what he does. I love the things he says. I love his messages. He's got maybe one song that I don't all the way agree with, but it doesn't really matter. it like I don't have to see eye to eye on everything with him. He can have his own opinions on certain things. Just like I have my opinions on certain things. It doesn't change what I think about him. He's a good artist. He's talented. He makes good music. He has music with heart and a message. So I'd love to have him on here. I'd love to talk to him. It would just be awesome. And if you guys do know who Tom McDonald is, you know what I'm talking about. And you guys are probably a little bit excited because I feel like me and Tom would just have a pretty good conversation. No, I don't think he would because he's like, kind of even more famous. The other guy I was talking about, that guy's not as famous, so I could get a hold of him pretty easily. He might say yes. He'd probably say yes. Tom, I don't really think he would say yes. I think that he would probably like respectfully decline, but still, I have like brief contact with him, but like I want to actually like you know really like have contact with him, and have him on here and have him talk. And I have a few other ideas for guests, but those ones are a little bit pushing it. I don't think I ever could. Like if I could, I would love to have Jelly Roll on here. I probably never could, but I'd love to have Jelly Roll on here. And also same with Tom. If you don't know who Jelly Roll is, go check him out. He's fucking amazing. But yeah. So like I want more guests. I want like I'm never really gonna. I might have like people on here that I don't know too well, like, and see what they're about and maybe get to know them. But I want to start having, you know, people on here that I like as well. People I fuck with, people I associate with. And even if I don't associate with them, I might want to have some people on here that I don't associate with. Start a fucking argument. Not really an argument, not like a full on argument, like fuck you, like, a debate. Yes, that's what it is. I'll start like a debate and have an actual conversation. And like, you know, someone I don't all the way agree with, and then somebody who doesn't really like me, and then just have like a fucking debate. Like that would be good. So just all around, I want this podcast to start being more entertaining, more juicy, just have more shit, start talking about more shit, have more people, just all that good shit, alright? So, hopefully you guys will stick with me, and you guys will keep watching my shit, and you guys will keep fucking with it, and we can put out some good shit, because I got a lot of shit planned for other shit that I'm doing too, and hopefully you guys can check that out, and hopefully I can get my footing down for this podcast, because I'm not really the best person for podcasts, because I have a lot of ideas in my head, and then when I go to sit down, I speak of them really fast and very briefly, and then I run out of shit very, very quickly, and I'm also not very good with sitting down, because like right now, like I don't know if everybody does this, but you just kind of like shake like your one leg up and down. Like I have a very hard time paying attention and just doing shit. But I got tested for ADHD and I don't have it, so that makes sense. But I'm not the best person for podcasts, but I'm gonna try to get used to it. I'm gonna try to get my footing down and whatnot, and just start doing some shit. And I want to start getting into some more topics and stuff, because I feel like I need to educate some people, especially people at my age, because there's like a lot of stuff that people need to know, like the topic of trans. Like I don't know how everybody feels about trans and whatnot, but there's like I'll talk to so many friends and whatnot, they do not know what it means, they do not understand, and some people like have very offensive and like ideas of like what trans people are and like stuff. I'm like, no, you are so wrong. So I want to talk about stuff like that. I want my podcast to be diverse, interesting, fun, entertaining. I want you to learn stuff. I just want these podcasts to all around be a good experience for everybody. I want this shit to be good. I want this shit to be fucking fire, alright? So I'm gonna push very hard for my podcast to, be seen by more people, be known, be heard, and all that shit. And also, I don't know every platform that my podcast is on, but we're on iHeartRadio, pretty sure we're on Google Podcast, we're on Spotify, YouTube, and a few other things. But I just want to let everybody know, like, if you don't really like the videos and you just want to like hear my voice, which why would you want to? But like, you can listen to it in the car. You can listen to it while you're just fucking walking. You can listen to it while you're taking a shower. Listen to my smooth, silky voice while you stroke your big cock. Just. I'm sorry, that was probably scary, but just whatever the fuck you want. Just you know listen to it whenever, wherever, and hopefully you enjoy this shit. And if you don't enjoy this shit, well, I don't really give a fuck. It's not my responsibility to fucking entertain you. So if you're entertained, you're entertained. If you're not, you're not. So suck my little dick. But actually, it's not little. All right, let's get that cleared up. Average. Anyway, what other things? I just want to fill up time. Oh, oh, I got an idea. I want to talk about some other little projects I got in the works. So, I've been working on a TV series, and I did some test scenes. I did some little scenes. I think I might want to go in another direction with it than I was originally going to. But if you guys pay attention to anything I do, I have this character called Unicorn Man, and I want to make an entire series based around this character. And I feel like that could be very fun and very entertaining, and I feel like it could just be enjoyable because the character's goofy and retarded and is very just fucking stupid. So I feel like people would really really enjoy that. And I had another idea. I was wanting to do like I want to make like earrings and fucking necklaces and just like jewelry stuff. Like, cause I don't know, I just want to make more jewelry stuff, and I just want to make more stuff. I want to like have everything. Cause I got a lot of stuff already. Like I got fucking pillows, I got blankets, I got shirts, hoodies, socks, leggings. I even got notebooks. I got fucking CDs. I got fucking. I think I said towels already. I got stickers. I got so much shit. I got so much fucking merchandise. So much shit. Like almost anything you can want. I got my name on it. I got fucking mugs. I got fucking posters. Just so much shit. I got so much shit. So I just want to keep expanding, and keep expanding. And I also want to just make one thing clear. If you go on my merch website, not every single piece of my merch is available on my website because it's through a company. So because it's like another company, so I'm kind of like a third party in it. But I designed the shit and all that. But so my CDs aren't available on it and shit. And the mugs aren't available, but like all the clothes and like the posters and all that stuff's available. The pillows, but like some of the other stuff, like my CDs and when I make the necklaces and that shit won't be available. But I might make another website eventually, separate for that stuff. Or you can just hit me up on Instagram, and you can just PayPal me the money, and then obviously give me your address, and I'll just mail it out to you. You could do it that way too. Or if you live anywhere in like the Canton, North Canton, just anywhere close, I'll just personally just come drive it to you. So you could also do it that way. So if you live close to me, you can just PayPal me the money, or I can just go drive the thing to you, and you can just you can just give me the money, and just give you the thing you wanted. And yeah, so that's just one way we can do it. Because with the CDs, I'm not really selling any right now, but at school, I gave a few to people, and they just hand me $10 and hand them a CD. So yeah, but I don't go to school right now at the moment, and hopefully never again. So, but I'm gonna I'm gonna start making more CDs and more stuff like that because my merch website, like I have some of the merch on hand, but a lot of it's just through the website, so there's not like just stock of it. So it's like as you order it, it's printed and shipped to you. That's kind of how it works for that website. But I want to have like more physical stuff. I want to have stuff on hand because like some people they don't want to like fucking like do shipping and all that shit. So like I want to have like actual shit because a lot of my fans are primarily like in my hometown and around me, so that's where like a lot of people buy my stuff. But so I just want to have like more like actual physical stuff and more options. And if I ever do like shows, like I have like a merch table with shit that people can buy, and it just be like more convenient, so they don't like have to tell them like, oh, go find me on this website or whatever. Even though the website's not that hard to find, you can literally just go to Google, search Little Pink merch, and it's the first link. But some people are lazy and they rather just buy it offhand. And I just want to have like like really wide variety of merch too, because not everybody like clothes are cool and whatnot, but not everybody just like not somebody's not gonna want to wear a hoodie with my name on it. But like some people are more like, oh yeah, a CD would be cool, or like it's like something more like physical like that, because even the physical stuff sells better. Like I sell a lot of stickers and I sell like a lot of like the physical stuff, and like clothes does all right, but like people seem to really like the physical stuff more. So I want to start making like actual physical stuff. I feel like people like that more. And I want to make stuff that's more like it's like you could still tell it's my brand, but not like fully, because like my fan base, I call them the Dead Roses gang. So if I made like earrings, I would just like do like a little cool card packaging, and then just do like some kind of like badass like rose design. So like it doesn't really have my name on it, so but it's like kind of loosely like, oh yeah, that's Little Pink's brand, but like it's not like, oh like, oh it says Little Pink and it's goofy looking. Like I still want it to be like kind of like separate from me, but also at the same time it's still me because I still made it and I still designed it. But yeah, so I don't really have anything else to say. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you guys found some of the things I said interesting. Hopefully you guys are excited for some of the stuff that I have coming. Maybe probably none of you made it to the end, and I'm just talking to my computer like a loser. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next podcast, whether that be next week, next month, next year. We don't know. You'll find out. So until then, keep up with my YouTube, keep up with my music, keep up with my socials, and until the next time I upload a podcast, this has been Little Pink. Thank you for tuning in. Go fuck yourself.